Hey everyone, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Online Ranked Duels. Today we are playing some Bujins. Bujins was recommended to me by TheMaturian, who was someone I played in yesterday's game, and he was trying to build a Beast Warrior deck using Bujins, Yosenjus, and Fire Fist. And I said, hey, maybe it's better just to focus on one. And so I decided to build a Bujin deck to kind of learn about them because they are the only Beast Warrior archetype that I haven't really ever played before. But they're really fun, and we're going to show this off here in today's game. Bujins are really awesome because they are a control styled deck, and you don't really see many control decks in this day and age that are quite viable, but they actually do quite a decent job. They're not actually too bad, and they all revolve around this idea of having effects in your hand, on the field, and in the graveyard. So on my field you can see Bujin Yamato. Bujin Yamato has an effect that in the end phase of a turn I can add one Bujin monster from my deck to my hand, but then I have to discard one monster from my deck from my hand to the graveyard. Now this isn't too bad because not only does it thin your deck, but you get to send cards like Bujingi Hair to the graveyard, which can activate their effects in the graveyard. And Bujingi Hair, as you just saw, protected my Bujin Yamato from being destroyed. Now on my own turn I was normal summon Bujin Quillin, and we're going to use both of my Bujin monsters to go into an XE summon. We're going to go and summon out Bujin Tai Susanoo. Bujin Tai Susanoo is the best Bujin XE monster currently out there. You definitely want to run it as a free off because it is a searcher. You detach one card and you get to add another Bujin monster from your deck to your hand. Now normally I go for a Bujin Yamato, but I already have another one in my hand, so I'm going to go for Bujingi Crane. And Bujingi Crane has a great effect, which we'll find out a little bit later on. Now I can activate Bujingi Quillin's effect, who's in the graveyard, and that can destroy one card that's face up on my opponent's side of the field. It's a really great engine. They all synergize really well together, and what's great about them is that you don't really see many control style decks in this day and age that are quite viable because the deck is the current format is so overrun with special summons that it's really hard to keep up with control decks, but this one does really well. Cards like Kaiser Colosseum really help out with that, which prevents my opponent from special summoning or summoning monsters more than to the amount I have on the field. So because my opponent can't summon lots of their black wings right now, they're not going to be able to do a synchro summon, kind of holding back those really big cards that they really like to go into. My opponent summons a black wing monster. It's not going to really do too much. It has only 1000 attack, so he's going to just play Supply Squad with it and hope to maybe draw into some more cards there. And yeah, we're just waiting for him to finish his turn there. He decides then to activate Steam the Cloak for some reason. Decides to special summon that and swap it with his other monster, and his other monster has the effect that when it is in the graveyard this turn he loses 1000 life points. So don't know what he really accomplished there. I think I know what he was going for with Steam, that he wants me to destroy Steam, get a draw off of Supply Squad, and then get a token from Steam effect so that maybe he can summon next turn, but that doesn't deal with Kaiser Colosseum, so it's not going to really help too much. In my own turn there, I use Susanoo's effect to send Bujingi Centipede from my deck to the graveyard, and Bujingi Centipede destroys special chats on the field, so we managed to get rid of his Supply Squad. Then I play Pot of Duality because this is a slower deck. Pot of Duality is quite viable in it, and we go and grab Solemn Strike. Now on my own turn, I play Bujin Yamato again, and we're going to attack his Steam the Cloak. First destroy it with Susanoo, then the token's going to come out, and then we're going to use Yamato to take it out again. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. I apologize, I forgot. Susanoo, it has the effect where he is able to attack all monsters on my side, all monsters my opponent controls during the battle phase. So I was still able to do a bit of damage, and we set 2 cards down on the field. Now Bujin Yamato is going to activate, and we're going to add another Hair. You always kind of want to have Hair in the graveyard because you always want your monsters to survive, and Hair is very good for that because it prevents destruction. So Rageki, it only prevents one monster from being destroyed, but it's still very good nonetheless. My opponent sets down 1 card and we draw into Tenki, so I decide to play Tenki, and we are going to go search out another Beast Warrior monster from my deck to my hand. I'm going to add Mikazuchi, and we're going to summon Mikazuchi. Mikazuchi's got a really great effect. I don't think we're going to see it here, but Mikazuchi is another searcher for the deck where you can add spell or trap cards with Bujin in its name from my deck to my hand. We attack into my opponent's Marshmallow. Unfortunately, I could have reacted to that with Solemn Strike, but I completely forgot to do so. So we choose to go to main phase 2, and this time I'm going to let Yamato go off, and Yamato is going to allow me to send turtle to the graveyard, and then Mikizuchi is going to activate actually, and we're going to add a spell card from my deck to my hand, and that is Bujin Carnation. Bujin Carnation is a great spell card for Bujins. It allows you to special summon 2 monsters, one from your banished pile and one from your graveyard, as long as you have no monsters on the field. It's a very, very good comeback card. My opponent now plays Black Whirlwind, I guess with the intention of searching out monsters from his deck, but before he goes and grabs out his monster and is able to summon it, I choose to respond with another card called Summon Limit. Summon Limit is an awesome anti-meta card right now for the current format, and it makes it so that your neither player can summon 2 monsters per turn. That's special summon, flip summon, normal summon. You can't have more than 2, and a deck that is revolving around Synchros is definitely going to want to summon more than 2 monsters per turn. So my opponent chooses to go for Kalut, because it's a hand trap, instead of going for maybe a tuner for himself, and then chooses to end his turn and play defensively. However, that's not going to really protect him so much because I have answers on my own. But before we go into any other go into the attack phase, I am going to go and use my 2 Bujin monsters, especially summon out number 82 Heartland Draco. Heartland Draco is a great monster. If you have face-up spell cards on your side of the field, you can use this effect, and that is to detach 1 card, and he can attack directly this turn. So I can completely ignore his monsters, ignore the threat of Kalut, and attack him directly, leaving my opponent only with 800 life points left. Over to main phase 2, I choose to not do anything else, and so I end my turn. Over to my opponent here, and he draws 1 card. Is he going to be able to find a way to get around my monsters? He definitely will have to get rid of Heartland Draco sometime soon, or my face-up spell or trap cards, because I'm going to be able to attack directly for game if he doesn't either way. So he's having a thing, a bit deciding what to do. Bujins are a very, very fun deck. I really, really enjoy learning this new archetype. They're actually quite old. They're from 2013, but this is the first time I've ever really played them, and I don't really ever see anyone else playing them. And I really kind of like discovering new decks like that. It's kind of fun to do. My opponent decides to go to the battle phase, and for this battle, what is he going to do? I think I know what he's going to try and do because of its own threat, and because he thinks he has to deal with it. He's going to attack my Susanoo, which is not what I expected. He expected to attack Heartland Draco. He then plays Kalut to increase the attack of his monster, but I respond with Bujingi Crane, which does the same thing and increases my own monster's attack and win for the game. Yeah, Bujins are really, really fun, so let's get to the deck profile. Hey everyone, thank you for staying tuned to the end of my video. Here is the deck profile as promised. Bujins are a tough deck to balance. You've definitely got to get the ratios right. You definitely want a good mixture of hand traps and graveyard traps along with your main monsters. Running Bujin Yamato at 3 is definitely a must, and other cards like Kaiser Colosseum and Summon Limit really help restrict your opponent, along with Vanity's Emptiness as well. It's a very, very rewarding deck and very, very fun to play. If you guys ever want to play against me, feel free to add me at the PSN The Arnold's Play, and I stream every single day live at 7 PM GMT over at Twitch on The Arnold's Twitch, so feel free to find me there. Thank you guys for tuning in, and take care.